Hello there, welcome to our class. My name is T. Angle, and I will be your professor today. Today we are learning about triangles and their angles. Fact: all triangles have 3 angles. The tri before the angles in triangle means that there are 3 angles, so that's why we call them triangles. Fact: all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. How do we know that? Well, let's take a look at these 2 triangles. If we put a line on top of the triangles, then if we make copies of these triangles, flip them over, you can see that they match the line. So because they make a line, we know that A plus B plus C equals half a circle, or 180 degrees. So therefore, we know that A plus B plus C equals 180 for all triangles. So let's practice this. If we know that C equals 27 and B equals 101, what does A equal? Well, A plus 101 plus 27 equals 180. We know this because we have just proven that A plus B plus C, if they are angles of a triangle, equal 180 degrees. A plus 128 equals 180. How did we find this? Well, we added 101 and 27. If you subtract 128 from each side, you get 52. So if we check our answer, we can see that this adds up to 180 degrees. Now it's your turn. If you have these 2 triangles, what is their missing angle? Try it. Here are the answers. Did you get your work right? Did you double check your answers? Good job. Let's move on. If you had trouble with this, though, please look back at the beginning. So now we're on to word problems. But we need to learn some vocabulary first. Let's try this. We have right, so a right triangle. It means that it has one angle that's exactly 90 degrees. We have an equilateral triangle. This means that all angles are equal to 60 degrees and are also equal to one another. If we have an isosceles triangle, this means that 2 angles are equal. If we have a scalene, this means none of the angles are equal. Obtuse triangles are triangles that have one angle that's greater than 90 degrees. Acute triangles are when we have all the angles less than 90 degrees. So, what do we do when we have a word problem? I mean, they're a bit different than regular problems, right? Our formula for solving word problems is read the question. This means that we need to read and look for certain things. So when you're reading a question, you want to follow up with these questions. So what do we know? What do we need to find? And does this question have any important words or big words that we might not know? Next step is to make a plan. So if we know blank and we know blank, we can find blank by doing this. The next step is to do the calculations. And the last step, of course, is always to check your answers. So basically, do all the angles add up to 180 degrees. Let's practice this. Our example is, if we have an isosceles triangle where we know one angle is 24, what are the possible answers for the two other angles? If we know that it's an isosceles triangle, then two angles have to be exactly the same. So that either means the other angle is 24 or the two other angles equal each other. So 24 plus 24 is 48. 48 minus 180, the total of all the angles, will help us find the last angle, which just happens to be 132. So, what's the next thing? If the other angles are the same, and 24 is the odd one out, then we have 24 plus some angle equals 180. Then we have 180 minus 24 equals 156. Since we have two angles and they're exactly the same, what we're going to do is divide it by 2. This comes out to be 78. So the other two angles are 78. So our answer for this one is that the other possible values are 24 and 132, or 78 and 78. And thus we have solved that. Now on to your practice problems. Go ahead and try to solve them for yourselves. Great job! How'd you do? Did you get them all right? Did you follow our formula for how to solve the questions? Did you read the question, make a plan, do the calculations, and check your answers? Good job! Let's try more. Here are some more practice problems that you can find online. Have fun! Hope this helped.
Captain, there's too many angles. I don't think we'll make it.